What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Hope you guys are having a good day today. I am currently in Crowfall. Network seems to be having some problems. I'm not sure. Anyways, so we're going to go farm some ads. I'm getting about 60, 61 frames. Some of the network coding they're working on in this game, I think we're getting an update to that next patch. It is a couple months from going live. Most of the structure for the game itself is already in game. A couple of things that concern me as a player, minor things, nothing major. Networking, I think, is one of the biggest ones, obviously. But I mean, the game's a blast. Crafting is very, much the front runner as far as gear. Getting PvP gear, not, drops. You can get PvE drops. I'll probably show that today. I'm just going to do some hard streams. See, that's captured. So you'll see Outpost, and when you see Outpost captured, there can be chests that drop, and you can get loot. There's a player. I am not on a PvP tune. I'm on my farm tune. So I'm going to try to avoid conflict as much as possible in this tune. As much as possible. Not to say that I will. Oh. There's some rare, and the thing about it is materials aren't just flat based. Because in this game you can get common, uncommon, rare, and epics. And that's how crafting works in this game. That's a major fuck that. That's an easy way to die, ganking. Now, here's the nodes. And currently on campaign, all nodes are 10. Now, I don't have an axe, but you'll see it says rank 10 oak. That means I have to have like purple gear to be able to harvest it effectively. And that to me is a major problem. It is one of the major problems in this game, because when you come over to campaign from infected, and if you're not, leveled up in your your ability to, oh my god. Watch me bump into a boss. I bet you that's the boss. How much would I know? No, it's not. Graphic settings. This is a major problem as well. This is why networking needs a lot of addressing. On this rig, I shouldn't have this type of problem. Not with what I'm running. Especially when you're pulling like 60 frames in a major city. Like I said, there's little things that the game it definitely needs. Little things. And so long as they take their time to, well, not the time, obviously you want to launch sometime. But so long as they're addressing the issue before launch, especially with netcoding. I think that'll be fine. Graphics, I'm actually like the graphics. I mean, it's not like Elder Scrolls graphics or Black Desert, but one of the most appealing things for me in a game like this, like World of Warcraft or something, you don't need like the best rig to play this game. And for a lot of players, they don't want to. 1 second. Hold on. I'm on a live stream. Can I call you back? Oh my god. Sorry. Anyways, so let me go ahead and open up. Yo, Jack, what's up? Luna, what's up? We miss you on ESO. Thank you. I appreciate that, Luna. Thank you. I sometimes I want to go back, but then I go. I peep my head. I'll be honest with you guys. I peep my head on ESO to see what they're doing, and I'm not impressed. It keeps getting worse. Remember, like, when Werewolf was a problem, and I addressed it. I said Werewolf is going to be this nasty, plague in the game, the way they designed it, and it still is. It's like in the way the progression. Now you have PvE raid gear running PvP. I'm like, no. I'm done. I am so done with this bullshit. I'm done with it. The devs went in a direction they should never have gone. You don't open up certain things in a game like ESO, and that's what they did. You don't. The performance is great, awesome. You just open a can of worms. Oh, thralls. Oh, sweet. As long as there's not a major down here. Captain, I could probably take. What is that? Oh, yeah, we're fine. If I can get my heals and my shields down. I hate when that happens. Oh, hell yeah, come to daddy. Oh, hell yeah, disc? Did I just get a disc? Yes, I did. I'm taking that bitch back. I just got a disc. Thralls drop discs, so... And it's the only way you can progress in this game. So this game has kind of a lot of... Some of the features of ESO. When it comes to like build configurations, just because you have classes, each class has 3 different directions it can go for, applying what you're going to do in the game, whether that be a healer, a DPS, a tank, or control. Not every class has like tank, not every class has a healer. Some have control elements to them. And then these discs, based on your build, allow you to pick up different abilities and passives. And I really like that. I like, this is a cleric. I'm on a cleric. But he's not a typical healer. He's a healing spec with a tank ability. So that's another thing I'll be interested in, diving into with this game, is the build mechanics. Because anybody who knows me knows that I love builds, very unique builds. I don't like going with metas. The PvP is really engaging. The world's actually a lot bigger based on the island configuration. And like I was saying last night, you can't really change the game's mechanics because the PvP is based around that setup. Though I don't like teleporting. I always felt that's one thing about ESO. When you go into Cyrodiil, at least you have the safe zones that you're, going into. After that, there's no portal ganking. But they have a 7-minute inbound time in this game. So I think that's going to help honestly, I really do. I think that's going to be one of those things that will help this game. Being a centaur, I have to eat all the time, so. But I honestly think that not by people porting in when they're portaling, that can be a problem. You can have portal stalkers. Just people who are like, oh, looky, here they come. You know, don't mind me as I kill you. And the PvP is a little bit more brutal in this game than most games. I'm not going to lie to you. Why? You can get looted. So if I'm out here farming today, and if I don't pay attention or somebody catches me farming, they could basically just go ahead and take my shit, except my gear. The only thing you cannot loot on a player is what's equipped. Anything in their bag, it's free game. So most of the most players on beta right now have a you know, a good courtesy about themselves to be like, okay, if I'm going to kill you, I'm not going to loot you. But when that's just a common courtesy. It's not because we're testing. It's not like this is live and it's, you know, everybody out for themselves currently. In live, that is the principle. That is the principle on a live server. Is it's every man out for himself. You know, you can be a rogue, and if that person is not set up for farming, they're set up for ganking. So they let the other person farm, their target farm, and then they gank them, and then they steal all that time that the person put in. That's the reality of the situation. That's why grouping in this game is so detrimental. Like, I could probably get on with my guildies. I'm in a guild. I'm in Ilaria. By the way, if you guys, I will post in the description after the stream. If you guys are interested in checking out the guild, because we are recruiting. We are Earth faction. So, and we will be going into live together too. So, just tell Mystic sent you though. Now, you can't apply for a beta key, but you can also, this game is buy to play with a VIP purchase, kind of like ESO. Like, you can do the monthly sub to get the perks, but it's not required. So once you own the game, you have access to it. You can play it at any time, just like ESO. And I would like to go back to ESO one day. I doubt that happens, to be honest with you. The PvP is too dependent on PvE. The PvE is so linear now in an open-ended game, and that to me has been. When I went to Elder Scrolls, I played Elder Scrolls for one purpose: to be able to play all the things that most players wouldn't think of. That's why I played Elder Scrolls. That's why I went into it. For no other reason. And to see that kind of just get, you know, I probably have to farm spiders anyways. I do need some crafting material. Oh, no. It's protected. I could probably have taken them out. I don't know. I'll get the Minotaurs here too. I don't know if I need the cleanse. One thing about this though, I don't have a lot of ability. I have more heals than abilities. Bite a bit off more than I can chew. We'll see. Now we're good. I need dust. All right. See if I can stun that. Yeah, I did. Oh snap, forgot to. So what happens if I'm not paying attention to my rotation? I'll bottom out. Pick up any food. Bunch of sack items. Okay. Spiders do not drop gold. So getting gold in this game is a problem. So I'm not going to lie to you. And things are pretty expensive. So you really kind of want to know what you're farming when you're farming it and why you're farming it. It's not like any other game where you're just going to be like, oh yeah, I could just, earn anything on any type of mob. No, that's not the case. But yeah, Luna, I definitely, the only way I'm ever going back to ESO is if the devs get the heads out of their asses. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They picked one side and let the other suffer. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Instead of building around the content and making a more, potential progression system, they just was like, hey, you know what? We got an idea. Let's just say fuck it and give them, an extra stat, and now we'll have PvP flooded with, PvE gear because of the insane procs and the extra stat boosts. And I'm like, I knew that was going to be a problem. This is a fort. It's not ours. That has a vulnerability time. It'll tell you like the V times. That you can rate it. Alright. I did want to say there's, you know what? There is minotaurs around here somewhere. Damn it. Damn it, Jim. Spiders. Spiders. Alright, let me mount. Maybe it's on the other side of this. We'll see. I definitely need some more thralls and stuff too. See, that's protected. I wonder if I could take it out. Let's see. You can actually get these most of the time. Might die here. Or I might not. Okay, so I guess I should go. Now, once I cap this, I neutralize it. Once I neutralize it, it flips. There's a giant chest here. Now, you guys will see this. And there's nothing I can do, right? Because it says incompatible faction. Once I flip this, then I can loot the chest. And then that has usually resource material in there and gear. And currently, you know, and that's going to be the way it works. But currently, node harvesting is all set at 10 on campaign. And I have rare crafting skill, but I don't have epic. And unless you have epic with the right tool, you're not hitting shit. You're not farming shit. So the best way a lot of crafters have been dealing with this is looting chests for materials, which is fine, but they really do need to address the gathering. I like the gathering. I like the common, uncommon, rare, and epic material. I like that. But like jewelry crafting, you need to hit a mother lode in order to get a gem to craft jewelry. That to me is a huge problem. I would rather see a quality of jewel, a gem, like a diamond or quality, drop rather than, now see, I can open it up and then we got some loot. Anything I can use? I mean, I'll loot it all. I don't give a fuck. I mean, normally if my guild was here, I would be like coordinating. I'm like, hey, I just capped this. Does anybody need this or that? That's how you do it. All right. And I think this one's ours too, this outpost. So I'll head over there and see if I can bump into some thralls too. Because I could use a couple discs. Okay, I mean, I got it capped enough where at least the guards will spawn. I don't need a full cap it. I mean, you can if you want. Whatever. I got a couple more minutes. 14 minutes on my knives. I need to go get buffs too. PvP during the day, you know, it can happen, but farming in this game is hard. It's not, you know, you can farm in any PvE world and, you know, you're relatively safe. Farming in this game, yeah, right. You're like, now see, here's the nodes. Once again, we see it. Level 10, and I can get the onion because it's a level 1, but I can't get those other ones. And that I think needs to be one of the things that's addressed in this game. Not everything in campaign should be a level 10 node. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm saying, hey, can we get a couple 6, maybe a 7, where people can level up their, you know, their gathering in campaign. Because currently I would suggest to anybody, if you're going to pre-order the game, start playing it, level your crafting and your gathering in infected. Don't come to campaign and expect that you're going to level it, because you won't. Like I said, I'm getting between 37 and 40 frames. You know, if they definitely help with the netcode and stability, though, I see this game doing a lot of really cool things. Now, I already used my portal, so I have 810 seconds before I can use my recall. And they did that intentionally so people just can't keep escaping, you know, a bad situation. So it's kind of cool. You can recall to the moon gate, And if you die last night, I died a couple times, so I was crow form, and you can either fly or release. There's another trunk. You see what I'm saying? Oh, God. Same thing. Oh, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, but yeah, I like my constitution. I don't need a dex hat plate. I'm not giving up my intellect for that either. Paladin. I'm not a paladin, though. It's a little less, but stat-wise, it's better. So I'll probably equip that. So I'm going to equip those gloves. See, I got some mail on, but the only reason I'm using mail is for the intellect boost. Okay. Which one do we have? This one too? Yeah. I'm trying to get some thralls. I could probably lose it all though. Yagos, what's up? Can you explain how the crafting is working? I just started to play yesterday and wish to know a level about crafting. These chests are the best way to farm at this point. No, the best way for crafting, okay, so when you start off in the newbie zone, here's my recommendation. Farm the second portal when you hit level 30 for gold. There's this thing called a respawn outpost. And you really want to farm that for gold because it's going to get costly for your upgrades. So have like an alt just for a farming gold, because infected in the newbie zone can share bank. You can't share bank in campaign. Campaign bank is restricted to campaign bank only. So you want to level infected, harvesting and crafting in infected, because you can still earn your discs and relatively farm it up, because the nodes in infected are up to a level 4, not 10. So you can use intermediate tools to harvest. See, but to harvest nodes in campaign, which are level 10, you need to use advanced harvesting tools, right? And you need to increase the quality. Like these giant rocks here are called mother lodes, right? Now in infected, I could hit this small one with just an intermediate or advanced tool, even being a blue. But unfortunately, in campaign, you need to be epic, right? With your belt, so you can earn a belt or upgrade belts. And then with your smith. See, I have white here. But you can get green. Green drops just from farming. Then you literally, to get rid of it, I mean, I can get rid of it. You just literally, pull it off and delete it. And then slot the green in. You earn 3 greens. Then you upgrade. You use rune crafting to upgrade discs into a blue level. And then, of course, you need 9 to level that blue up to epic. And then from there on, you can get legendary. But it's costly. It's very costly, because you need domination dust, and domination dust for upgrading is between 3 and 5, and those are 4,000 per. So that's why you want to farm respawn outpost in the newbie zone, because you can actually just pick up the weapons and go back to the fort and sell them, and you can farm up probably 80 to 100k easily in a day. And that's how you because gold in campaign is one of the hardest resources to come by. Because in this game, only certain things drop gold. Only certain mobs. Everything's sellable though. You can sell wood. You can sell anything in this game, pretty much, unless it's a white lore. Now, thralls is another way to earn your major disciplines or your class-based discs. And then you also want to farm them for soul essences. Soul essences are used in crafting. And by the way, Yag, if you, I'll put a description. So if you're going to be playing this game, pick Earth faction, and then you can play with us. I just saw a shadow. Yeah, I'm avoiding that. Just got a bunch of shit, and I have 460 seconds to port. Now, food crafting is the only one where you don't have to slot a disc to utilize. Every other one, I believe so. Necromancy currently is, they're redoing the necromancy. So when we have a wipe, don't get too attached. We have a wipe in a few days. So just kind of play around. Right now we have, I think, 7 days till we have a wipe. And then when we do a wipe, they'll reset all the characters. So my suggestion these next couple of days, just play around with the different classes and the different builds. I'll also link after the video the calculator, the skill calculator, because currently there's no respecs. They are implementing a respec system. So, but we don't have one currently. So unfortunately, when you set into your skills, they're pretty much permanently there unless you re-roll a character. But they're fixing it before launch. They are getting it implemented. See, another chest. Boom! Booyah! I wish I could find just plate with intellect. My RNG sucks. See, these are the materials. So you have quarrying, mining, skinning, and logging, all as gatherers. Those are your 4 major gatherers. And the funny thing about that is when in this game, most games you just get crafting material. It doesn't have a rarity. In this game, it does. So the better stats you have, the more likely you are to pull rare, other than common resource material. Because the better resource material you have, the better your crafted item is. And that's what separates this from drop gear. I mean, I have blue and purple drop gear, but compared to the crafted gear, this is shit. The crafted gear, they have a lot more ability to take augmentations and customize stats and really do up a player's build in a unique way. That's what I wanted Elder Scrolls to be. I wanted Elder Scrolls not only to have this where any class can play any role, but basically to adjust the stats. It's cool. I mean, drop gear PvE and monster helms. I loved all that. I was definitely a part of it. But I wanted crafting to take something and be able to modify it to fit the player's build a little more, to customize a player's build instead of it being the meta. That's the problem when you take a look at meta. Well, we have meta in this game. Meta, is more like, what's the range backline? What's the preferred front line? There's always going to be a meta to a game. But to say that this is the only way to do it, I don't like those type of games. That's not what I'm about. To level up the crafting, I need to upgrade my stones from disciplines. Right, nice. I'll go farm some gold, then I'm ready to already Earth faction. Nice, thanks. I'll farm some gold at the second portal. I'm with 2 friends. Yeah, definitely. And make sure if you got friends involved, get a hold of us too. I just love that you can name your weapons when you craft it, right? It's so awesome. Right, and that's one thing I love. That's why I'm enjoying this game. If you have good internet, you can pull good frames. But one of the major things, the only downside to this game is the net coding does need work. It needs a little fine tuning. The HUD, I wish there was a mini map. The one thing that really irks me, I love this map, but I wish when I zoom in, like if I go to, when I'm inside a keep, for example, I can't see the interior structure of the keep. based on this map. I like it because of the leaderboards and the 3D design, but I just don't like the fact that I can't see interior structure when you enter an area. That's the only thing, that's my only critique on the mapping system. And I will say that, I'll honestly say that I hope they fix that, they address that issue. And I'm almost out of food. Oh no, there's pepper. I'll eat that. Oh, and I got goulash. Oh, cool. Excellent. Oh, more goulash. Now, I've got, what? A little over a minute before I can port. Let's see if I can find one more. We'll dump this shit off. We'll sell some stuff. Like I said, you could sell it, whatever. There's no decon system in this game. None. And that's another thing. Everybody's going to be like, well, why craft gear? Why craft it? Because gear deteriorates in this game. You're always going to need a crafter. Your gear is not permanent. You're not repairing gear to be permanent in this game. No. Sooner or later, that favorite sword is going to break. That favorite chest piece is going to break. Your favorite boots, it's gone. So that's welcome to the real MMOs. the ones that were like, oh, you thought you were done. No, you're not done. You're never done. You're going to keep farming till you die. And that's the way it is. Why? Because you want to be competitive. You want to be competitive in PvP. If you're going to be competitive in PvP, you're going to have crafters. You're going to have harvesters. You're going to have people who can craft the gear. You're going to be farming discs. Hunger shards. Let's go over hunger shards. Okay, these little things are called hunger shards. They randomly spawn in areas, and when they spawn, you'll see it turns the zone white, like snow. Unfortunately, over here, you'll see a node. Now, let's say I was going to want to harvest this node. Well, I can't harvest that node because that hunger shard blocks the ability to harvest the area. So you literally have to kill the thralls and take a pick and destroy these hunger shards. Of course, they're level 10 in campaign, and I can't do it even if I had a pick because it's a level 10. See? It's going to be a level 10. Level 10. How am I supposed to deal with that? I can't. So hunger shards will block your ability to harvest the area. And races do matter when it comes to crafting and all sorts of stuff. So don't think it doesn't, because bullshit. They're changing the stats next patch. So I think that's going to be really nice as well. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the HUD so much. I mean, I want to see interface tools a little bit better. Like a guild feature. That's one thing I want to see. Who's in my guild, who's online, without, Discord or Guilded. I'd like to see a mini, interior map when you go into, buildings. Net coding. I'd also want to see them address level 10 nodes in campaign. Because I would tell anybody, do not level up crafting or gathering. Don't come into campaign unless you're purple in crafting and gathering. Don't do it. Level that shit up in infected. You try to bring it here, you're screwed. Alright. What one is this? I don't use intellect on my champion. I don't know a lot of intellect build champions. Strength, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Boom. Like, there are some crit builds, I guess. I don't do that shit. I mean, he could wear it. Okay, what's his bow? I have a ranger. No, junk. Constitution. Pass. Crush. I had good defensive stats. Fire resist. Fire resist in this game is... Tell you what. I'll tell you what. Critical. I think my other one's got whatever. Who am I kidding? I probably ain't keeping any of it. Should just sell it all. And then you'll see the differences. There's bleed damage bonus, health regen. So let's go over the discs real quick. 2. You can sell anything in this game. I mean anything. Unless it's a white lore or a newbie item, you can sell anything. Okay, let's go over the discs. These are what makes the game build unique. So, I was talking about thralls. Excuse me. Thralls and infected in campaign drop discs. Green discs. Basically, if I want to replace this armor smith and I had a green one, I would just take it, destroy it, and slot the green. That's exploration. I'm not worried about it. I'm not doing that with my other discs. They're white though, but because they cost money. When you pick up a disc, right, it'll give you a passive or skills based on your class or race or your specification and your discipline. Okay, so for example, I am a Crusader Justice. Now I didn't have to go Justice. I could have went Light or Protection. But if I pick Light or Protection, that's the type of discs I can buy or equip. So when I come up to the original vendor, you'll see all of these discs that I can't equip because I'm not spec'd to utilize them. But the other discs I can. Now, I can also, on majors, you can get those from certain thralls as well, like thrall bosses, with your majors. With your minors, those can just come from your, from regular thralls. This is the domination dust used for upgrading your discs. So when you pick up 3 discs, let's get into this. I'll actually log into it. Okay. I don't even know if it'll pull up because I'm not. Okay, so you'll see here, disciplines, right? So I need soul essences, which is what thralls drop. So I picked up a couple soul essences. That's needed in rune crafting. Rune crafting upgrades discs and creates the harvesting tools for the other classes. So that's why they're always going to be important because they upgrade people's abilities and tools. But you need 1 and 1 and 1. That's 3 and 3 of this. So that's 12,000 gold just to upgrade a green to a blue. And there's no blue drop, so you have to do that 3 times, right? And then you have to do, that gets expensive. It gets insane. I'm not going to pull out my calculator. But I think one day, just upgrading my mining cost me like 60. To get to Epic cost me 60K. So it's very costly craft, but it's needed. You need it. See, you don't get to upgrade your abilities without crafting. You don't get to have the best sword, the best chest plate. You don't get to have it without craft. You need craft. The best way is to create an alt just for crafting, or can you just do it on your main? You can do it on your main depending on what you want. Oh, I get it. Okay, I have to upgrade 3 blues to to green to get to the next. Yeah, you need 3 greens to get a blue. So green is uncommon. So you can loot an uncommon in infected or campaign. Once you obtain a green, you need 3. You can equip it, right? And then you can go from green to blue, or you can just bypass green. If you have a rune crafter, and let's say you had a white, but you crafted up a blue disc, you can go ahead and slot the blue disc. And it's totally, and that's one thing the way they did this game, a lot of systems are going to be able to run this more than Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls, I love ESO. I love the graphics, I love the game, but man, it chewed up a lot of space. Most games do. But my system, you have to have a pretty decent rig to play ESO. You just do. You better have a good system to play ESO, or it's going to be bad. You ain't playing on no standard laptop on ESO. You could try, but that thing would probably crash left and right. So yeah, you can, once you get in infected, you can, but here's the thing, you need to upgrade your disc to upgrade your capability of getting rare materials. Campaign, different ways to get rare materials. So you have Epic U from a chest. You know, that's doable. And then one thing about crafting, and I'll get into the risk management, as you level up in your discipline and you get modifiers like through gear or belts, when you start crafting something, you'll get this. I'll just switch tunes real quick. 1 second. You'll get a chance modifier that can increase the quality of any item. Now, there are better content creators out there that can explain. It's continuously changing. Well, some things are changing in beta, and they've made things a little bit more accessible and not so, tedious, which I think is going to be one of those things that you gotta have in this game. You can't have a tedious crafting system, because then nobody will want to do it anyways. It'll be too tedious. Which the previous system, when I looked at it, I was like, wow. I mean, it was very detailed, but way too over the top for, the PvP elements. The crafting actually was the gem. And it still is. But I think the way they've restructured the crafting, it's more complementary than, intimidating. Like, oh, no, I don't want to be a crafter. Oh, gross. So this is my confessor. God dang, these little bastards in PvP hit so hard. They're squishy. I'm squishy. I wear leather. But, man, the damage output is so ridiculous. Like, that's the one thing you dread. I don't even dread rogues as much as I dread a confessor. Stormcallers are a bitch too. I have a Stormcaller. Stormcallers are a bitch. Okay. So let me get some crafting material here. Stormcallers is a bitch. Okay. Well, I need regular wood anyways for that. We'll pick up some ore. Alright. Oh yeah. Copper looks good. Now, that's another thing they haven't done. Like, people will say, should I use copper or should I use, tin? That's one thing I think they just kind of like let go. It doesn't matter what type of material it is. It just matters the quality of material, unless it specifies. Like leather, like building, like an upgrade material, a stat boost, an augmentation. For augmentations, you do need specific material in a combination sequence. But other than that, it's just, I need any type of ore or any type of marble or any type of, But unless it specifies, you don't need to, But in certain specifications, you definitely do. That definitely. can I pick that up? Okay. All right. Did I see? There's a disc, or that's a. I can polish that. I'm not gonna polish it right now though. See, here's rune crafting, green. So, crafting discs, you get crafting disc by doing it. Okay? I need my ether dust. Did I pass it? I need soul gems. Right there. I need soul essences. My ether. And, see, I'm running low on ether. That's my problem. That's why I'm having to, like, farm up mobs. Okay. I don't like the Confessor's this race's outfits. They need to change some of the race's outfits. The purple, I mean, the headpiece I don't mind, but it looks like I'm a girl, and I'm not all the time. It's all the time. Anyways, I'm just saying they need a little bit more. Well, first off, I need basic crafting tools to do an intermediate. So let's say I was going to go ahead and craft a knife. I want the basic version first. All right. And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to intermediate harvesting tools. I'm going to go down to knife. Now it's going to ask me for that knife. It's going to ask me for ore. Let's go ahead, slot in green, see what happens. My ether dust. And it's just poor or common. Right here is what we call the experimentation. So you, depending on your skill level, you'll get so many points to put in towards your experimentation. I can either increase durability or the effectiveness of what I'm trying to do. So I have even, for example, here, but let's say, I want durability, a little bit more. Now we can add the risk. That will increase the percentage, but it has a chance of failing. Once again, that would go off of your skill level. I usually go between marginal and negligible up until you get up to a epic level, and then you can go critical and catastrophic based on the foods and the buffs that you have. Then you can go like to are you insane, because you're going to min max your piece. But remember that if you have a flawed weapon, then you kind of are SOL out of your materials. Then we can run the experiment. Now you guys will see there's a percentage modifier that's added, right? So I got skinning up to 5.19, durability up to 26.17. If I so wish I can go ahead and give it a quick polish. That'll take the 3 lowest stats and re-roll them, or add a new roll effect to them, increasing it. So I went from a 5 skinning now to a 15 skinning. I go ahead and I hit next. And now I have my runestone knife. And that's pretty much about it. Thanks, I was upgrading the stonemason so I can build parcels for my kingdom in the future. Right. Stonemason's really cool about that. Especially if you're going to get into like keeps and stuff, and you're going to build, if you're planning on building siege equipment. Because once again, in this game, guess what? You can't go to an NPC and say, can I have siege equipment? No, you have to build that shit. That costs material. That's why keeps are only available for siege every so many days, but outposts and everything else is available, hourly or anytime. Like respawn points, anytime. Forts. Okay, forts are hourly. Outpost anytime. Keeps every 3 days. Every 2 to 3 days. So, why? Because keeps actually take material. Well, I mean, so so do forts, but a lot of people don't utilize it on forts because they just use the window of opportunity. I've seen people put up a wall, and the next thing you know, the vulnerability time's up, and they just decimate it. And I was like, because it's wood, it's it's a fort, it's not a keep. A keep stone. I do have some clips of my first defend, like 2 days ago, and it was a pretty epic battle, to say the least. And that's one thing I really like. I do like group play. I think this is where this game, it's going to separate itself. They're also talking about a deathmatch type PvP. Kind of like it's like a skirmish, not like I can't really say it's like Battlegrounds or it's instance based, but it's different. So it's just for downtime, and players to do something, and I think those would be good like matchups. So if they implement that, that'll be kind of cool. Eternal Kingdoms are really cool too. That's one of those. It's player housing. It's called Eternal Kingdoms. The game's just like I said. I mean, I went with not the biggest pack. The pack down. My dude got the biggest pack. He pre-ordered the collector's edition. And I was like, whoa. I mean, he's got like this huge house. He's got like custom skin. By the way, we have wolves. If you pre-order, listen, if you pre-order today, next update, there's going to be wolf mounts coming out. So if you have the game prior to wipe and you are pre-ordered in plain beta, you will get a wolf mount. What I got, 1,000? Man, I definitely need more food, man. That's a problem with gold. Doesn't go far. We'll sell this necromancy stuff. It's all getting wiped, so I don't care. I just wanted to stream, show you guys what I've been playing. I'm in love with it. Because the thing about PvP games, when the PvE is just something I need to do to help my PvP, I don't have so much time. I don't have to like, oh, I have to be here for the raid. I have to do this. I have to do that. I'm like, oh, hell no. Man, I got girls. I got 3 daughters, man. They keep me busy as hell. Are you insane? So I'm like, I ain't got time for all this. I want to PvP, but I want to be effective. And if I want to get on, I want to be able to craft. Crafting is definitely going to be, once again, also a guild effort. Why? Because of material gathering. You need groups to gather material. It's just the name of the game, man. Also, they have alliances in this game. So once a keep has been set towards an alliance, there's all these really cool things. Buffs. Keeps also offer buffs. Speaking of, my buffs are dying, so I'm going to go get some before I go do anything else. That's the perk of having a keep. That's why you want keeps. You're like, why do you want to keep? Or why do you want to take over, keeps? Buffs, and more buffs. Buff. Yeah, the game is definitely, like I said, I think this is like something, I could see a lot of ESO players porting over to this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, the battles are slightly different when it comes to sieging. But, I mean, they're not going to 1vx in this game. Good luck with that bullshit. You see more than 2 players, guess what you do? 1v1, 1v2, yeah, that's doable. More than that, nah. Guess what you do? You run. You run. Cause why? Cause you get clipped, you get CC'd the fucking back. You ain't lost in shit. You're gonna suck up a big fat one. There are certain builds, don't get me wrong, there are certain builds that are very, very good in this game, but the way they've done the control system in this game and the retaliation system, it's pretty good. You know, is there always going to be balance issues? Well, in any class-based games, there's balance issues. I don't think anybody can, you know, say there isn't. So you'll always see nerf bats and adjustments based on what, you know, flavor of the month. Oh, what? Why was there just shit? Fuck. I did this one time. I looted the chest right here. And the enemy dude was just waiting for somebody to do it. And it was a rogue. And got me. No, it was... I swear. I don't know why I just did that. Oh, that sucks so bad. That's like putting a giant target on your ass. Right? No. Trying to make sure I'm facing the right direction. Yeah, I was going. It's east. Right. Watch me another chest at the fireplace. Hey, we got a chest right here too. No. Yeah, see, these mother loads are everywhere. So I'm going to go to the keep. I'm still not familiar with a lot of the keep outlines. There's no water in this game. You see a Trido pot. I'm like, yo, man, it looks like water should be here. Don't mention water. Okay. Okay, just saying. It's a fun game, though. It really is. I played games that have been a lot worse in alpha and beta than this, and they've got majority of everything that needs to be implemented. When you got the graphics set up high, it is a lot more noticeable. But once again, you're going to sacrifice frames for that always. So sometimes you got to ask yourself, do I really give a damn about the graphics? Do I really care? Okay, so I do recommend people reading the tutorial, because these, when you sacrifice items, right, in campaign, they go towards sustaining your buffs. Okay. That's a faction bank. I could drop that stuff off there, but whatever. What the hell is that? What? Might drop this crafting stuff off in there anyways. I mean, what am I going to do with it? Die? Oh, I could, well, still have the gold too. Ooh, gross. Okay, I just got that one. Oh, I need to find. Did I get this one? I thought I hit this one. Let me check. There's the other one. I need knives. What, caravan? No, I got caravan. Bingo. There it is. There's my buffs. Oh, baby. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel nice. Roz, what's up? I miss playing Magic. Dude, I got the pack. It comes out in 4 days. I still play Magic. I just don't play it as frequently. I bought the pack. Believe it. You know, I play Magic. Like, I actually do need to play today. So at some point I really do need to get on. But I've been playing this. I've been testing this. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. We'll go to the Uncharted Village up top here, up north. And I feel good. Dun, 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 dun. If I might die and get looted the fucking back. I got all this shit. And I got 100 seconds for whatever. I would like to bump into some more thralls. God. Oh, shit. Give me the thralls. Shit. You know what? I don't even have my buff up. That's a problem. Okay. Might want my holy aura up there. Just saying. Alright. Oh, I was about to say. I gotta turn here somewhere. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh my. Thank you, thank you. And it's my class. Drop a disc, bitch. Oh, you bastard. You cheap bastard. The RNG god hates me. These are for necromancy. If you guys notice, I'm in a graveyard. Yeah, I'm in a graveyard. They're for necromancers. No, I knew I wasn't going to get it. It's like, oh, you know, there's thralls. Oh, cool. Let's hope I get a disc drop. Nah, of course not. No. Why would we want to do that? Okay, so some of these portals are, like Corian, lead to the other islands. And the other islands, so there's a number of islands that makes up the PvP. So it's just not this map. There's tons of, but the campaign can change. Campaign objectives can change for each season. So... as long as I don't see a major, I'll be fine. Or a herald. Those are the only two. The herald's already... I'm not even near the herald. Um, why is the zone dead? Usually when you see lack of NPCs, there's reasons. Little bastard fucking assassins. See, 81 gold. Now, if you can go in some of these houses, some bookcases and stuff, and this is infected too. As long as you can enter the homes, they have open doors, and bookcases and shit can sometimes have discs. Usually in bookcases. Oh, bookcase. No, bastards. Just because I'll take it, and I need confessors. I'll confess something to you. You're gonna... Getting blinded in this, when your screen goes black, it's not a bug, it's because you got blinded. No, you bastard. Fucking elves are pointless. Aren't they supposed to be the race of knowledge? You bastards. Oh man, I got me a good one. Oh, dude, I got the captain. I'm so screwed. What did I want to say? I said I might survive a captain. Man, I better be on my heels. I built this little bastard for this point, though. So in my defense, if I fuck this up, it's my build. Die, you savvy bastard. Thank God it wasn't a major, man. I would have been like, oh shit. Die. Die. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm taking that to the bank. Oh, Jesus. Yes. What's up? Slickums. Where is the two good spots to farm an infected? Any type of tribes can, it depends. Like if you're gonna farm gold, tribes is the way to go. But if you're wanting to like farm for disc, you want to go ahead and get thralls. You want to like, you know, thralls can spawn anywhere. That's the problem with thralls. Thralls is just like, oh my gosh, you know, you're hunting thralls. But if you're going to go with gold, you know, you can find a couple tribes, farm up some tribes. But, you know, have you heard of Fantasy Star Online 2. I did see that. I like Fantasy Star PvE in the combat system. I just wish the PvP, like I said, Elder Scrolls had the best elements for me. It had PvP and PvE. To me at the time, there was some issues, but there was a good balance between the two. The PvE wasn't dominating the PvP at the time. The PvP really was inconsequential to the PvE. Now it's not the case anymore. We all know that is not the... Okay, I need to sacrifice that, so whatever. Respawn outpost, man. I'm telling you, man. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. Let me check out that bow. Whoa. I'm keeping that. I might be utilizing that bitch. Potentially. I can go. Really? What the fuck, yo? Get rid of that. And then a good moment. Certain classes can just solo better, certain things. Majors, Herald, you ain't soloing the Herald. So, I just sacrifice that. Keep that food for now. You know what, though? I'll put it in here so then I can just go ahead and pull it out on our next raid. And then I can sack it. It's probably going to be better anyways. All right. No, I honestly think a lot of this thing is going to be, it's going to be interesting to see how it all comes out. Have you, so you're saying that in this game, other players can loot you? Yes. Oh, yeah. You die in campaign or infected. Well, not infected. Let me say, infected, you cannot be looted. In campaign, oh, yeah, they can loot your asses. They kill you, you got anything in your bag, it's theirs. Right now we have like a common courtesy rule, like if I killed somebody, I wouldn't take their shit. You can't loot what's equipped on them. You can only loot what's in their bag. And right now, because we're all testing, there's like a common courtesy between most players, not all. But on live, no, all those... That's all going out the door. Every man for themselves. You get ganked holding something, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret that really fast. That's what makes this game more compelling. The elements to this game. I don't think some players understand why this game is being hyped. They don't get it. And let me tell you why it's so hyped. There's not a lot of PvP games out there that makes crafting the viable gear, to go to for gear progression. No other game can boast that. No game, every other crafting system in a game is secondary to the PvE. The PvP in every other game takes the back end versus PvE. No new content's developed for PvP unless it's a deathmatch like Fortnite or something set up. There's no MMO that does that these days. but there used to be in different MMOs. And Crowfall is like, we're making PvP the front runner. The crafting is to progress the PvP. The PvE is to progress the PvP. Every element of this game is to progress the PvP. It is the end game. It's the only thing that is consistent. It's constant. It's what keeps players playing. And when MMO companies realize that, because when they finish PvE, what do? They either quit and wait for the new expansion, or they PvP. Well, Crowfall isn't that. Crowfall is like, we are constantly PvPing, so we want to constantly make PvP the content. And that's why this game's so hyped. That is why this game has such hype behind it. Because it's like, will it run on multiple systems? Yes, check. Will it, appeal to the crafters who want to be recognized for their efforts? Yes, check. Will PvPers come to this game for large scale keep and siege battles? Yes, check. Is there small scale incursions in this game? Yes. Is there multiple, is there player looting? Yes, check. So that's what this game is embodying. This game embodies what a PvPer and crafter's dream is. It's like, I want to be valuable. I don't want to craft just because it's, I need a piece to get my best in slot. No, this is only going to be available for PC currently. I don't know if they'll ever come out with the console version of this. That's why I was kind of telling some players, I'm like, depending on what you want to do, you might want to look into getting, a PC, because some of the new consoles are just really costly. So, But anyways, I'm going to end the stream. I will be posting links below after the stream. So please, Yago, check it out. Tell your friends to come along. Tell them Mystic Raven sent you, by the way. Tell them that was me. Say, hey, yo, man, my boy Mystic sent me. And because I like my guild. They're friendly. They're really funny. They're great guys. I just don't think they realize, like, he's an MMO. Or I'm like, dude, what? Don't worry. We'll get some people in some shit. We'll get them in here. Don't worry about it. Like, I like it when people talk to me and they act like I don't know what I'm talking about. I still have that. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, have to play the dumb card. Well, what's this? Whatever. So, but they're great guys. They're great. The best. I'm really going to fit into this guild. They are on point. They have their objectives. They're really good. I just, out of being the seasoned MMO, where I'm whatever. I don't care. But at the end of the day, they're all about guild progression. They're about helping out people, and those are the type of people I like being around. I like being around friendly people who are wanting the best for not just themselves, but everyone who's associated. They spread the love. And that's what I really like about this guild, Valerian. I will go ahead and also post that link. Make sure you tell them I sent you. I'll post the skill builder. I will post the official site. And you better be checking out my boy Blazin on his channel if you want that 10% discount. So if you, like I said, pre-order and next update, Wolf Mount. Ride 'em up! As always, I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystic's MMOs. Have a nice day.